At this point, I think I finally accepted the fact that we may not see a new flagship phone from Nothing anytime soon, since the brand has clearly shifted their strategy to focus more on the mid-range market space. And that's probably a good thing instead of trying to compete with bigger brands. Now, while Nothing phones are arguably not your typical bang for the buck mid-range phones when it comes to raw price to performance ratio, we cannot deny the fact that they offer something fresh, unique, and interesting, especially towards the lifestyle-centric audience. Now, with a slew of refined improvements across the board. With that said, I have the latest Nothing Phone 4a here, and I'm excited to share with you the rest of my thoughts. So, let's get into it. As always, honest disclaimer, this video is not paid, but Digital Walker, which is Nothing's official distributor here in the Philippines, provided us a review sample. And the reason why I keep on supporting Digital Walker is the fact that they genuinely don't care what I say about the product they sent, ever since. So yeah, they will not see this video or even my script prior to release. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a is available in 4 colors and in 3 different memory and storage variants. What I have here is the black 12 plus 256GB variant. Over the years, Nothing has gradually refined the design of its phones, especially the iconic glyph interface, while still keeping its identity intact. On the Nothing Phone 4a, the glyph LEDs have been simplified into a single light bar made up of 63 mini LEDs across 6 square zones. Brightness is adjustable in 3 levels, reaching up to 3500 nits, bright enough to remain visible outdoors. Now, the quality of the LEDs has also improved significantly. I remember the original Nothing phones had a slight yellow-green tint, but now the light is completely white. Functionality-wise, it remains familiar, with indicators for calls and notifications, progress bars for charging and timers, and even volume adjustments. That said, third-party app support is still quite limited. Now, aside from the revamped glyph interface, the Nothing Phone 4a still features the nifty red LED indicator that activates during video and audio recordings, along with the horizontal camera island first introduced on the Nothing Phone 2a. There's also a standard flash, but I couldn't find any option to use the glyph LEDs as a field flash, which is kinda odd since it was mentioned on the Nothing community forum. Hopefully this is something Nothing can enable in a future software update. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a still carries that signature transparent glass back, showcasing intricate internal details within a durable yet lightweight plastic frame. It's also IP64 certified, meaning it can handle water splashes and even accidental exposure to rain or brief immersion. Now, one design change I really appreciate is the new placement of the Essential Key button, now positioned on the opposite side instead of below the power button, which I used to press accidentally. And yes, the Essential Key and Essential Space feature are here to stay. On the downside, I don't really appreciate the placement of the under-display fingerprint sensor. I feel like it sits a bit too low to reach comfortably, especially for someone with smaller hands like me. Well, at least it's still snappy and accurate, with a smooth and satisfying unlock animation. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a features a 6.78-inch flexible AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate, peak brightness of 4500 nits, and a sharp 440 ppi density that makes icons and text look crisp. Overall, the display quality is solid, plenty bright, with vibrant colors and good contrast. Now, the refresh rate dynamically switches between 60Hz, 90Hz, and 120Hz depending on app support. Most of the stock applications and the user interface run at a consistently smooth 120Hz, which makes everyday navigation feel fluid and responsive. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a also features stereo speakers, with the earpiece doubling as a secondary speaker at slightly lower volume. This setup gives you a more immersive soundstage compared to a single bottom fire speaker. So, it has been a good month since I switched from iOS to Android with the Nothing Phone 3, which is Nothing's latest flagship phone. And I would say it's surprisingly not that significantly different, at least for my normal day-to-day tasks. I can honestly say that the Nothing Phone 3 gets the job done and that I can easily keep this as my daily driver. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a runs on Nothing OS 4.1 built on Android 16. In my honest opinion, this is the smoothest and lightest Android skin I've ever tried from a mainstream brand, offering a near-stock experience while still packing plenty of customizations and nifty features. Everything about the Nothing Phone feels unified and polished, from the hardware design to the fluid operating system. Honestly, you'd be hard-pressed to find this level of fluidity and aesthetic appeal even in some flagship devices from other brands. And best of all, there are no annoying ads cluttering the experience. It's also backed by 3 years of Android version updates and 6 years of security patches, giving you peace of mind and long-term reliability until you're ready to upgrade. Now, the only consistent criticism that Nothing phones have received over the years, including this one, is in the raw hardware specifications, particularly the processor. The Nothing Phone 4a runs on the Snapdragon 7s Gen 4, which is solid in its own right, but not the strongest performer at this price range. The good thing here is that nothing has improved the storage to UFS 3.1, which means faster read-and-write speeds compared to the older UFS 2.2 used in previous models. This translates to smoother app launches, quicker file transfers, and generally better responsiveness across the system. A welcome upgrade even if the processor isn't top tier. 12GB of RAM feels more than adequate, and you can even expand it virtually to 20GB by using part of the internal storage. The downside, however, is that the internal storage itself is capped at 256GB. For light users, this might be fine, but for those of us who shoot a lot of video, store games, or keep large project files, that capacity can feel restrictive. Now, my sample scored a respectable 1,166,280 in Antutu benchmarks and performed decently across other synthetic tests. And in real-world use, the interface feels snappy even when multitasking with several apps open. Gaming, however, is where the limitations show. It's capable enough on conservative low to medium settings, but you'll notice occasional choppiness and the device does get noticeably warm after extended sessions. Other than that, it's still a perfectly capable daily driver. As I've mentioned earlier, Nothing phones and the brand itself are geared more towards lifestyle-centric audiences rather than power users or hardcore gamers. These are devices for people who prioritize aesthetics and a unique experience over raw processing power. Now, battery life is also impressive, lasting about 18 hours and 21 minutes in my usual PC Mark Work 3.0 benchmark with both volume and brightness set at 50%. Charging is equally solid. I was able to go from 10% to 98% in just under an hour. And lastly, let's talk about the camera. The Nothing Phone 4a features a triple rear camera setup, a 50MP main sensor with both optical and electronic image stabilization for sharp and steady shots. We also have a 50MP periscope lens offering 3.5x optical zoom, 7x in sensor zoom, and up to 70x ultra zoom for distant detail. And we also have an 8MP ultra-wide angle lens for expansive group or landscape shots. On the front, we have a 32MP selfie camera that delivers crispy portraits and vlogs, rounding out a versatile system that balances clarity, reach, and creative flexibility. Now, the ultra-wide camera, while handy, produces noticeably less detailed photos with, I would say, a neutral tone compared to the main camera that produces a warmer, substantially detailed photos. Now, the Nothing Phone 4a uses its 50MP main sensor for both 1x and 2x shots, with the 2x relying on in-sensor zoom. So, while usable, it's naturally less detailed than the dedicated 3.5x optical zoom from the periscope lens. Beyond that, the 7x zoom is also an in-sensor zoom from the periscope lens, and if you really want to push it, the phone offers up to 70x ultra zoom. Not perfect, but surprisingly usable for distant framing. Personally, I'd stick with either 1x and 3.5x as my go-to options for maximum image clarity. Now, in low light conditions, the Nothing Phone 4a holds up fairly well, with both the 1x main sensor and 3.5x periscope zoom delivering the cleanest result thanks to their optical image stabilization and dedicated hardware. Image parsing is decent overall as well, balancing detail and noise, though shooting directly against strong light sources does expose a weakness, producing noticeably softer images with reduced contrast. Now, selfies on the Nothing Phone 4a are surprisingly solid, even at 32MP. They're detailed enough to reveal imperfections while still maintaining natural skin tones and balanced exposure. The image parsing feels confident, giving you realistic results rather than overly altered faces. Of course, like any camera, shooting directly against strong light is a challenge, and you'll notice softer images in those situations. In terms of camera app features, like with pretty much anything about Nothing, it is also quite streamlined, offering just the bare essentials and a handful of presets. It doesn't overwhelm you with endless toggles or gimmicks, instead focusing on a clean, minimalist approach that creators who value simplicity will definitely appreciate. Overall, to conclude, aside from its processor limitations, the Nothing Phone 4a proves to be a capable mid-range device, offering a solid display, reliable speakers, respectable cameras, strong battery life, and a fluid operating system packed with nifty features. More importantly, it delivers an aesthetic appeal that truly stands out in a sea of lookalike mid-range phones. The new streamlined design feels polished while staying true to the brand's identity. Unless raw performance is your absolute priority, the Nothing Phone 4a is definitely worth considering, especially in today's crowded mid-range segment. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Huge thanks to Digital Walker, by the way, for sending this in, and you can get this using the link below. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you appreciate this video, and see you on the next one. Have a great day, guys. You're awesome.